In 1936, inside a forgotten vault of the Baghdad Museum, archaeologists uncovered an object that should not exist. No gears, no magic symbols, no inscriptions of gods, just clay, copper, iron, and silence. Yet when scientists assembled its parts, something impossible happened. It produced electricity. Not metaphorical power, not spiritual energy, actual voltage. This artifact predates modern science by nearly 2,000 years. It was buried in dust long before Galileo, long before Newton, long before electricity had a name. The question is not what it is. The question is, who needed power in a world we believed was powerless?
The land between rivers has always been dangerous to certainty. Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization and the graveyard of assumptions. Empires rose here like storms. Sumerians, Babylonians, Parthians, each leaving behind tablets, ruins, and half-finished truths. The object was found near modern-day Baghdad, inside a burial context dating roughly to the Parthian period, around the 1st century A.D. At first glance, it appeared ordinary, a terracotta jar, sealed with asphalt. Inside it, a copper cylinder. At the center, an iron rod. No decoration, no ritual markings, no explanation. But this was not a container. It was a system. When researchers filled it with acidic liquid, vinegar, wine, fermented grape juice, the reaction was immediate. And measurable electric current flowed between copper and iron. A battery. Historians rejected the idea instantly. They had to, because acknowledging it would fracture the linear story of progress. It would mean ancient engineers understood electrochemical reactions long before the scientific method existed. So alternative explanations were proposed. A scroll holder, a ritual object, a coincidence of materials. But coincidence does not generate voltage. Then came a darker hypothesis. Gold-plated artifacts from the same region show microscopic layers too uniform to be hand-applied. Electroplating requires electricity. Ancient workshops, hidden knowledge, technicians working in silence, not scribes or priests, but engineers without a name. If this device was real, it wasn't alone.
Ancient texts rarely explain technology directly. They encode it. The Quran speaks repeatedly of knowledge granted, not discovered, of people taught skills beyond their era, of power hidden within the earth itself. One verse describes metal softened without fire. Another speaks of forces made subservient, invisible yet obedient. These are not fairy tales, they are technical metaphors. Classical Islamic scholars debated these passages not as miracles alone, but as laws temporarily revealed, knowledge transferred, then withdrawn. Baghdad was not just a city, It was once the center of global intellect. The house of wisdom stood here centuries later, preserving Greek, Persian, and lost ancient manuscripts. What if that tradition didn't begin in the Islamic Golden Age, but inherited something far older? Some researchers point to terminology describing energy as flowing, binding, and released by contact, language remarkably compatible with electrical principles, not divine lightning, not magic, but controlled interaction between materials. The Quran does not claim humans invented such forces. It suggests they rediscovered them. And if knowledge can be given, it can also be taken away.
The Baghdad Battery is small, crude, primitive by modern standards, and that's precisely why it's terrifying. Because it means advanced understanding doesn't require advanced civilization, only the right questions and the right materials. History may not be a straight line forward. It may be a cycle of ignition and collapse, knowledge gained, then buried. Perhaps ancient humanity stood closer to certain truths than we admit. Perhaps electricity was not invented, but remembered. Today, we power cities with invisible currents, but 2,000 years ago, someone powered something else. What was it? Why was it needed? And most disturbing of all, what other technologies are still sleeping beneath the sand?